Hey Ann Arbor, Pete Cunningham with you again to talk about the World Cup. First weekend's over, and we had some pretty good games on Sunday. 3 games, 3 winners.
I like winners. Let's talk about them.
That you do. Okay, so first game of the day, Slovenia-Algeria. It was probably the most boring game I've watched so far, and finally, that keeper that I thought was suspended, he had his suspension lifted, so my bad on that. But after he let in the weakest goal of the tournament, even weaker than the one against England that the U.S. scored against England, he probably wishes he was still on the bench.
Yeah, soft goal. Here's a positive from this game. U.S. is going to roll both these teams. I mean, legitimately, if we can't beat both these teams, we don't deserve to get out of group play. That said, looks like we can and we will. So they look pretty weak, and it looks pretty good for the U.S. to get out of the group.
Yeah, Slovenia and Algeria both looked really weak. If they don't roll through them, then neither team deserves to advance. Okay, next game, we had Serbia and Ghana, a game that wasn't necessarily boring, but it was scoreless for most until a handball at the end gave Ghana a penalty. They made good on it. First African team to come away with the win so far this Cup.
Hey, those are our Black Stars. We pick them to win. They do it. Even in the absence of Essien, 1-0 we'll take it.
Yeah, absolutely. And then the game of the day, and it lived up to, if you have a safe bet, it's that the Germans are going to come out strong, and they did exactly that, putting up 4 goals on the Socceroos, absolutely dominating and looking like the Germans we've all grown. I don't know if we've grown to love them, but we definitely know what they're bringing every time when they hit the field.
Yeah, they're a perennial power. They're one of the few teams that really is a threat to win it every year, but for some reason I feel like people just overlook the Germans, and they come out and just put an absolute hurting on Australia, and their captain gets a red. Poor form.
Yeah.
Not looking good for the Underoos.
The Underoos. Okay, I haven't heard them called that, but okay, the Socceroos.
Unders are the Dunkaroos?
Dunker.
One of the two.
Absolutely. So they're
down Underoos.
3 wins today. That puts us into a topic that my man Bob wants to talk about a little bit. So I'll give him the floor.
Yeah, let me touch on this real quick. You'll notice something today. After each game, a team was declared a winner. That means both teams played, and they decided after 90 minutes one team was better than the other. We have been plagued by ties so far, and let me just tell you, they are not fun. How are you supposed to feel after a 1-1 draw against England? I mean, people were legitimately clapping at the arena. What were you clapping for? Good try? Everybody got a participation sticker
in
at the
the
end
format of the tournament, it was a good result for the team. It is better than a loss. We'll discuss that some other time, but you got that off your chest. I hope you feel better.
I do feel better.
On to Monday's games. First up, you've got everybody's second favorite team, Netherlands, taking on Denmark, and they're resting their Robben for this game because they can. Netherlands is going to roll them. I got them 2-0. So does Mike Rothstein, football and basketball writer for AnnArbor.com.
Yeah, go Netherlands. I got them 3-1. But it's going to be an easy win. It's a cakewalk. Next game, Cameroon, Japan. You know what? I'm going to go against the flow on this one. I like Japan 2-1 in this game.
Well, Japan has never won a World Cup game on foreign soil, and I don't think playing against Samuel Eto'o and the boys is going to be the answer. So I'm taking Cameroon, and so is Mike Rothstein.
All right, third game, Italy, Paraguay. And I'm taking Italy. The Azzurri's going to take this one probably in a yawner. I'm going 1-0 on this.
Yeah, Italy, kind of like the Germans, they're consistent. But I've got them winning 2-0. I'll give them 2 goals. Mike Rothstein is giving them 3 goals. I did some research, and I actually couldn't find out. But I'm pretty sure that it's probably been, maybe 1950 or so since the last time the Italian team scored 3 goals in a game. So if anybody can email us when that did happen last, let us know. Because Rothstein's taken Italy in a 3-0 win. I don't know. Mail!
Now it's time of the show that we read some emails from all 3 of our loyal viewers. This one actually comes from our boy Tone, who's currently in South Korea. What up, Tone? Miss ya. Tone calls us out a little bit, especially me, for calling South Korea defensive-minded, and notes that I forgot to mention the great and illustrious Park Jae-sung, plays for Manchester United. Tone, that's an error on my behalf, and I will not overlook South Korea for the rest of this tournament.
Well, Tone kind of called me out too because in the email he said, "Bob, you should have known better." So what? I shouldn't have known better. Thanks, Tone. I appreciate the vote of confidence. Okay, another email comes from Nettie. I think this is a fake email or a fake name at least. Wondering, are there places, pubs, restaurants, parties that will be airing the World Cup? Well, in short, yes. The Arena and Connors is the places I've been so far. But one of our contributors, Ari Sussman, has put up an article, and we've linked to it today. It's got the top 10 places in Ann Arbor to watch games. So, of course, we encourage you to email us, and we'll read the ones that are appropriate on the air, and maybe even some that aren't. So, as always, I'm Pete Cunningham. He's Bob Gross.